Well, good evening, fans. Deontay Pete here, YouTube Live for those of you who are listening on your mobile devices. Well, hello everyone, Deontay Pete here, Crawfordsville High School. For those of you who are listening on YouTube Live from home on your mobile devices, we have sectional basketball here at Crawfordsville High School, and it's the Crawfordsville Athenians and the Lebanon Tigers. These two teams met early this season in a Sagamore Conference play, and it was Crawfordsville defeating Lebanon by a couple points here. Looking at this matchup here, Crawfordsville coming in at 16-6, coming off a win from last weekend against Covington, and it's Lebanon coming in at 9-14. And we have, as we're waiting to get the starting lineups, as Lebanon, Coach Albert Hendricks, and for Crawfordsville in his ninth season, it will be Mr. David Pierce. So as teams are heading over to their benches, we'll try to get the starting lineups here for you. And as we get ready for sectional basketball, earlier, the game before us, it was Western Boone defeating Southmont, and Western Boone will go on to face the winner of this game. That game will be played on Friday. Crawfordsville coming in with the conference record of 6-1, and Lebanon coming in with a conference record of 4-3. Two teams ready for sectional play here at Crawfordsville High School. We have a full crowd here at Crawfordsville High School, and as we get the lineups here for both teams.
Welcome, basketball fans, to Crawfordsville High School. And it is game number 3 of the IHSAA Sectional 25 Boys Basketball Tournament. In the spirit of sportsmanship, we ask that all fans act responsibly and courteously to those around you. Abuse of language.
So we have PA announcer Bob Cox wrapping up his introduction here as he introduces both teams.
The respect they deserve. Your cooperation is appreciated. Please enjoy tonight's ball game. And now at this time, we'd like to introduce,
as we get the starting lineups, the non-starters
for
for Crawfordsville.
Number 3, Eddie Heinold.
Be number 3, Eddie Heinold.
Number 5, Carson Scott.
Number 14, Jake Decker. Number 32, Anthony Gonzalez. Number 33, Ty Linus. Number 42, Nate Schroeder. And number 30, Ian Hensley, the non-starters for the Crawfordsville Athenians. As we get the starting lineups for the Crawfordsville Athenians, the visitors on the scoreboard. At guard, we have Karsten Williamson, number 11. And our guard, we have number 12, Trey Scorza. He's a junior. And at a third guard, we have number 20, Will Kellerman. He's a senior. Jesse Johnson Hall starting as a forward. He is a sophomore. And at center, we have number 24, Cameron Saunders. He is a senior as well, as we get the non-starters for the Lebanon Tigers. Number 32.
Number 12, Aiden Houston. Number 14, Boyd Hanks. Number 25, Garrett Parker. Number 33, Hunter Crew. Number 40, William Smith. And number 44, Kobe Aki.
As we get the starting lineups for the Lebanon Tigers.
Now, for the starters, from the Lebanon Tigers, the home team on the scoreboard.
They're the home team on the
Starting
scoreboard.
at guard of freshman number 24, Reese Jones.
Reese Jones, a freshman guard, starting tonight.
Starting at guard of junior, number 2, Carson Bertrand.
Carson Bertrand, a junior, he's starting at guard as well.
Number 3, Kai Zimmerman.
Number 3, Kai Zimmerman, starting at forward.
Number 20, Lucas Farrell.
Lucas Farrell.
Starting at forward at junior, number 22, Michael Reese.
Michael Reese.
So,
for Crawfordsville, we have guard, junior guard, number 11, Karsten Williamson. We have guard number 12. He is a junior, be Trey Scorza. Had a guard for Crawfordsville, number 20, Will Kellerman. He's a senior. At center for the Athenians will be number 24, Cameron Saunders. He is a senior as well. And down low will be number 34, Jesse Johnson Hall. He is a sophomore. For Lebanon, it'll be number 2, Carson Bertrand. He is at a guard. He's a junior. Number 3, Kai Zimmerman. He is a junior. Number 20, Lucas Farrell. Number 22, Michael Reese. And number 24, Reese Jones. And the Lebanon Tigers winning the opening tip. It'll be number 24, Reese Jones. Passes it over to number 2, Carson Bertrand. Bertrand with the ball. Over to, looks like, back to number 24, Reese Jones, as he gets the offense set up here for the Lebanon Tigers. It's Carson Bertrand with the ball. He goes inside, goes up, and baskets off the front iron. Jesse Johnson Hall with the rebound. Here's Trace Scorza. Jesse Johnson Hall with the ball, thinks about it for a second. And it's Karsten Williamson with the ball. Crawfordsville wearing the all gold. It's their away jerseys. And Will Kellerman with the ball. Back down to Williamson. Here's Williamson. Drives in. Ball's knocked out of his hands. Out of bounds, but Crawfordsville will maintain possession. Lebanon looks like they're wearing their home jerseys. The white and the gold. Inbound pass here to Kellerman. Kellerman goes inside with the spin and offensive charge. As Kellerman gets called with the first foul of the game.
That's his first foul. Team's first.
First team foul. Inbound pass here from Bertrand to number 24, Reese Jones. And Crawfordsville with the press. Over to number 20, Lucas Farrell. And trying to get the ball out of the hands. And it's Kai Zimmerman setting up the offense for the Lebanon Tigers. Back over to Jones. Jones back to Zimmerman. Over to Farrell. Down low to Bertrand. Bertrand makes a move. Can't get anyone open. And ball is knocked out of the hands. And it's Kellerman. Go for the layup. And there's Jesse Johnson Hall not able to finish. And little shake up here. Here's Williamson for 3. Williamson's 3-point basket is off. A little fumblerooski right there with the basketball. And Crawfordsville unable to hit the layup. And Williamson comes up empty with the 3-point basket. Here's number 20, Lucas Farrell. Over to 22, Michael Reese. That's back to number 24, Reese Jones, as Crawfordsville's playing some pressure defense here as they're trying to force a turnover here. So the Tigers won't get anything going. Here's Bertrand. Bertrand's basket is off the mark. Bertrand goes up for a layup, and he's fouled. Fouls on number 11, Carson Williamson. That's his first. Carson Bertrand will be at the line. He'll be shooting 2. RT Insurance has provided top-notch insurance care since 1877. Rob Williamson and Tim Conlington writes all kinds of insurance, but they specialize in auto, home, business, and life insurance. RT Insurance is located at 103 North Green Street in Crawfordsville, Indiana. Stop by today or phone them at 765-362-4660. RT Insurance. Target insurance solutions for your life, as Bertrand unable to hit both free throws, and it'll be Carson Williamson with the ball. Pass it over to Scorza. Down low to Jesse Johnson Hall, and back out to Scorza. Over to Williamson from off the pass from Kellerman. And it's back over to Scorza as the Athenians are looking to get some rolling. Back over to Saunders. And here's Kellerman. Thought about it. And it's over to Jesse Johnson Hall. There's some good defense here by the Lebanon Tigers as the Athenians are trying to get a basket off. And here's a foul. And it's an offensive charge on number 24, Cameron Saunders. that's one of those calls that you have to be careful with, because that could go either way. It can either be a blocking foul or it could be a charge, depending on how the defender has his feet set. So that call, that was definitely a good call there by the referee, as it'll be Lebanon Tiger ball, and it's knocked, and it's in the hands of number 20, Lucas Sparrow. There's a foul in the play. Foul's going to be on number 12, Trey Scorza, and correction, Bertrand was able to hit 1 of 2 from free throw. The score is 1-0 Lebanon. Trey Scorza, it's his first foul, and here are the Tigers. Here's Bertrand. His layup is good. Tigers with a 3-0 lead with just under 4:30 left here in the first quarter. Karsten Williamson with the ball. Over to Will Kellerman. Bertrand with some heavy defense, and ball's in and out of the hands. Going to be out of bounds. It's going to be Crawfordsville basketball. Crawfordsville will maintain possession of the ball as they trail by 3. Williamson, inbound pass here to Johnson Hall. Johnson Hall looking to get some moves going. He goes to the rope, and he's fouled. Johnson Hall, Jesse Johnson Hall, the 6'6 sophomore, and the Athenians have been able to utilize him a lot this season. I mean, he's a big man down low. Teams that they've played, you know, it's been tough for them to guard him. They would have to go double team on Jesse Johnson Hall because of his size. He's 6'6". As he hits his first free throw, and the Athenians trail here by 2. Second free throw pending. And Johnson Hall's free throw is good. The Athenians trail by 1 with 4:05 left here in the first quarter. Here's Reese Jones as he's getting by Williamson here. Trying some rolling, and it's picked out of the hands, and here's Trey Scorza. Trey Scorza's basket is good. The Athenians with a 4-3 lead over the Lebanon Tigers. And here's Bertrand. Carson Bertrand goes in, and ball's knocked out. It's going to be Lebanon basketball. It's a good pickpocket steal there from Kellerman, and able to get the ball down to Scorza for the Athenian basket. And the inbound pass here to Bertrand. Bertrand with the ball, and it's knocked. It's going to be Jesse Johnson Hall. Here's Cam Saunders over to Scorza, and Scorza's basket is good. The Athenians with a 6-3 lead here with 3:30 left in the first quarter. The Athenians on the ball pressure. That's something they've been really good at this season so far, and they get a turnover. And here's Kellerman. Kellerman's basket is good. The Athenians with a 8-3 lead. Timeout Lebanon. The Athenians have been able to play that press really well so far this season. They've been successful with it. They've been able to get turnovers. And it's been successful for them. It's worked both sides. Blue Marketing is an advertising agency and marketing consultant in Crawfordsville, Indiana. Whether developing a comprehensive marketing campaign, a new company brand strategy, or work on a single project, we provide personal attention and absolute focus. Let Blue Marketing handle all your advertising/fundraising markets and needs. Call Amy Williamson at 765-361-8844. Blue Marketing. And out of the timeout, it'll be Lebanon basketball as they trail 8-3 here with about 3 minutes left here in the first quarter. Again, the Athenians are with that press. Again, they've been successful with that all season long. And looks like number 3. Oh, never mind. Zimmerman's been in the game. And here's Bertrand over to Zimmerman. Over to Jones. And inside to number 22, Michael Reese. Michael Reese's basket is good. And it's the Tigers trailing by 3 here with 2:40 left here in the first quarter. Here's Scorza. Scorza makes a move, and he gets fouled. Spin move there by Scorza. Able to draw the foul. And that foul is going to be on Looks like the referee calling it Lucas Farrell, and we have number 32 for the Athenians, Anthony Gonzalez, and number 5, Carson Scott, checking in for the Athenians for their first time tonight. Anthony Gonzalez is a really good defender, also can shoot from three really well. And here's Carson Scott for three. His three-point basket is no good, and Bertrand off the round. Good ball movement here by the Tigers, and that basket is, number 20, Lucas Farrell is unable to hit the layup. It was knocked out of bounds by the Athenians, and it's going to be Tigers basketball. Inbound pass here from number 24, Reese Jones, over to 22, Michael Reese. And it's Bertrand. Carson Bertrand with the ball. He makes a move on Johnson Hall, goes inside, and he gets called for traveling. It'll be Athenian basketball. Johnson Hall, inbound pass here to Karsten Williamson. The Athenians with a 8-5 lead with 2 minutes left here in the opening frame. Williamson trying to get the offense set up here. He goes in and off to Carson Scott. Carson Scott trying to get something rolling. Over to Saunders. And here's Anthony Gonzalez for three. His three-point basket is good. Anthony Gonzalez. As I mentioned, Anthony Gonzalez has been able to hit he's phenomenal from three-point land. And the Athenians with a 11-5 lead here. And here's a foul. And that was number 3, Kai Zimmerman, who was fouled. Looks like foul was on the floor. It's going to be a personal foul. It's going to be on number 5, Carson Scott. That's his first, team's 5th. Inbound pass here. Here's Bertrand getting defended by Saunders, but able to make the basket. Carson Bertrand with the 2-point basket. 11-7 lead as the Athenians lead over the Tigers. Here's Carson Scott over to Cameron Saunders. Here's Gonzalez. Williamson thought about it. The Athenians are trying to get something rolling. Trying to get the offense set up there. Good ball movement here as Johnson Hall is fouled. Looked like he was tugging his jersey a little bit.
Personal foul is number 3, Kai Zimmerman.
Kai Zimmerman looked like he was tugging the jersey of Johnson Hall. And number 11, Jaden Jarrett, a senior, into the game. Here's Gonzalez for three. His three-point basket's no good, and it's going to be rebounded by number 5, Carson Scott. As Coach Pierce is yelling from the bench to Guessing is going to tell his guys to settle for one shot as time is winding down here in the first. 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. 25. Williamson. $15. And it's the Athenians looking to get something going here on offense. 7 seconds left. 5, 4, 3. Gonzalez for 3. And its basket's no good. And it's going to be in the first quarter. The Athenians lead 11-7. So good first quarter there by both teams. Crawfordsville able to get some good important shots there. A couple three-point baskets. And Lebanon, obviously on the defensive side, has been playing really aggressively. They've been playing really aggressively, and it's shown. You know, this is definitely going to be a really intense matchup here. Again, these two teams played earlier this season. Sagamore Conference played, and it was Crawfordsville defeating Lebanon by 2 points. So both teams, I'm sure, have improved. Both teams are young, and we look at this roster. We look at the Lebanon Tigers roster. They have two seniors, and that's William Smith and Jaden Jarrett. And Crawfordsville has Eddie Heinold, Will Kellerman, Cameron Saunders, Anthony Gonzalez. They're four seniors. Other than that, they're all juniors and sophomores and freshmen. Both sides have young athletic squads, and it's shown. These guys have been able to play hard all season, and of course the Athenians come in this game with a 16-6 record, and Lebanon with a 9-14 record. As we get set for the second quarter, scores an inbound pass here to Williamson. Crawfordsville with 11-7 lead over the Lebanon Tigers. As Williamson's telling scores to move out. And here's Williamson over to Kellerman. And Kellerman for three. His three-point basket is good. And the Athenians with a 7-point lead. And here the Athenians with the press defense again. And something they've been really good at over the season. And basket miss here from Michael Reese, but he's able to make up for it by putting it back in. Grabbing his own rebound, putting it back in for the layup. 2-point basket. 14-9 lead. Crawfordsville. Johnson Hall loses the ball, maintains possession as he thought about it. Now Johnson Hall has been able. He's a guy who can shoot from three-point land, but he's not your shoot first guy. He's definitely the one you want to go down low with. Here's Williamson, here's Kellerman over to Williamson. Back to Scorza. Here's Kellerman. Three-point basket is good from Will Kellerman and the Athenians with a 17-9 lead. Kellerman has not been afraid to shoot from three-point line all season long. He has shown that he can make those shots. He's confident. He's a very confident player. He plays really aggressive on both sides, offense and defense. Fights for the ball. Very, very competitive. So we got some ball movement here, and it's Carson Bertrand over to Zimmerman. Zimmerman going inside, makes a move, and he gets fouled. Zimmerman will go to the line.
Personal foul on Crawfordsville's number 34.
Fouls on number 34, Jesse Johnson Hall. Zimmerman at the line. Arnie's Pizza. Arnie's Pizza has 18 locations in Indiana. Has the best, but the best one's at 114 West Wabash Street in Crawfordsville, Indiana. Arnie's is locally owned by Mike Grant, and they offer salads, subs, chili, and pizza. Stop in today for your best service by the best people offering the best food. You can also order the takeout by calling 765-362-2764. Tell them Tony Thomas sent you, and top off your order with the world's best sweet tea. Indiana's finest thin crust pizza at Arnie's in Crawfordsville. Here's Williamson for three. And his basket's off this time, off the front iron. And Johnson Hall with a turnover, looking to get it back to Williamson, but picked off by number 2, Carson Bertrand. Bertrand over to Jared. Jared's three-point basket is off the front iron. Rebounded by number 12, Trey Scorza. The Athenians with a 17-11 lead. And Trey Scorza makes a move back to Kellerman, and it's Cameron Saunders. The two-point basket. The Athenians with a 19-11 lead here, with 5 minutes left here in the first half of play. Jaden Jarrett with the ball. Jesse guarded by Johnson Hall, and here's a two-point basket here by number 20, Lucas Farrell. And here's Kellerman over to Williamson. And Scorza. Here's Johnson Hall. Goes inside. And it's going to be a turnover. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Lebanon. Costly turnover there by the Athenians. They lead by 6. Jaden Jarrett inbound passer to Carson Bertrand. He gets the offense set back to Jaden Jarrett. Over to 33. That's going to be Hunter Crew. And here's a three-point attempt here from number 22. And Johnson Hall is fouled. So 3-point attempt from Michael Reese was no good off the front iron. Johnson Hall with the rebound. He gets fouled. Foul's going to be on number 33, Hunter Crew. That's his first foul, team's 4th. And here's Scorza, inbound pass here from Karsten Williamson. Scorza with a 3. Scorza's 3-point basket is good as the Athenians with a 22-13 lead here. Scorza has not been so much of a shooter from three-point land. And here's a turnover here. Jesse Johnson Hall. And here's Saunders for 3. Saunders' 3-point basket is off the mark. And we have a turnover. Athenians turnover. Here's Bertrand over to Jaden Jarrett. Jaden Jarrett for 3. Jaden Jarrett 3-point basket is off the front iron. As I said, Scorza has not been, he's not shot very well from three-point land, but he can shoot when he wants to from three-point land. He's not afraid to take that shot. He's a confident player. Here Scorza going inside, and he gets fouled.
Personal foul on Lebanon's number 33, Hunter Crew. His second foul.
Foul's going to be on number 33, Hunter Crew. That's his second. Scorza at the line. Rock Point Church, Terry Thompson, the pastor, Sundays at 9:30, 11:15 at 429 West 150 South on the south side of town near CHS. Scorza able to hit 1 of 2 from free throw land. And looks like we had a jamboree with the ball, and it's going to be in the hands of Bertrand. Athenians with a 23-13 lead here with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first half. Good ball movement here by the Tigers, but the Athenians. And there's a foul. Athenian foul is going to be on number 12, Trey Scorza. It's the second foul. And it'll be number 20. Be number 20, Lucas Farrell at the line, shooting the bonus. Able to hit the first free throw. He'll get a second attempt here. Lucas Farrell. Second free throw's off the front iron. Rebounded by Johnson Hall over the Will Kellerman. Back to Johnson Hall. Over to Karsten Williamson. Here's Saunders, 2-point basket, and it's off the back iron. And here are the Tigers. Trailing by 9 here. Here's Bertrand. Thought about it. And has the ball in his hands. Thought about shooting a 3. And it's number 20. It's going to be number 20, Lucas Farrell with the attempt. And it's going to be in and out. Athenians. Karsten Williamson. Here's Williamson. Goes inside and offensive foul. As I mentioned early in the game, that charge call it's one of the most, they're tough. It's tough to judge because, like I said, it can go either way. It can go It could go either way for the defense with it being a charging foul. It can go either way for an offense if it were a blocking foul. So that's why you see some of these sometimes, and they say if the defender's feet is in set motion and there's no movement inside the paint there, more than likely it's going to be a charge. Now, if there's some sort of movement there, then it's going to be a blocking foul. So you see it all the time in college, high school, NBA. It's a tough call to judge. Here's Bertrand. Double teamed here by Saunders and Johnson Hall. Over to Farrell. And that's number 22, Michael Reese, over to Bertrand. Bertrand goes inside, and his basket is off the rim. And it's going to be rebounded by the Athenians. Here's Kellerman. His basket's no good. 1 minute left here in the first half of play. And here's Crawfordsville playing the press defense again. And inside was number 3, Zimmerman. Knocked out of his hands. And looks like the Athenians are going to try to hold for the final shot here in the first half of play. They lead 23-14. Kellerman will just dribble the ball out, and I'm assuming they're going to try to get something going here with probably 10 seconds left here in this first half of play. And Bertrand with some tight defense here on Kellerman. And here's Kellerman. Trying to get something going. He goes inside. Here's Saunders. Saunders' three-point basket is no good. And that's the end of the first half. The Athenians with a 23-14 lead here. We're going to pause here and take a quick break here. We'll be back in just a few. Again, you're watching Sectional Basketball on YouTube Live. Back here at Crawfordsville High School, and it's the Athenians with a 23-14 lead as we just under 2 minutes left here. We're getting ready for the second half of play. So as we recap, first half for both sides, it was both sides played really well the first half, and both offensively and defensively, both sides were able to hit some. They're both able to knock down really aggressive shots. Be excited to see how the second half plays here. RT Insurance has provided top-notch insurance care since 1877. Rob Williamson and Tim Coglington provides all kinds of insurance, but they specialize home, auto, business, and life insurance. RT Insurance is located at 103 North Green Street in Crawfordsville, Indiana. Stop in today or phone them at 765-362-4660. RT Insurance, targeted insurance solutions for your life. Blue Marketing is an advertising agency and marketing consultant in Crawfordsville, Indiana. Whether developing a comprehensive marketing campaign, a new company brand strategy, or working on a single project, we provide personal attention and absolute focus. Let Blue Marketing handle all your advertising/marketing needs. Call Amy Williamson at 765-361-8844. Blue Marketing. As we get set here for the second half play, again, the winner of this game will play Friday against Western Boone. Western Boone won earlier today. They defeated Southmont. It'll be Crawfordsville's ball to start the second half. Williamson inbound pass to, Kellerman inbound pass to Williamson. And got a kickball violation, and it's going to be Crawfordsville will maintain possession. Williamson over to Johnson Hall. Here's Williamson for three. Williamson's three-point basket is good. A lot of space there from Carson and Williamson. No one around them unable to hit the three-point basket. As the Athenians with a 26-14 lead. Here are the Athenians, and we have a 10-second violation here. 8 seconds. The Athenian ball. Johnson Hall inbound pass to Williamson. Over to Kellerman. Kellerman over to Johnson Hall. Johnson Hall being guarded by, here's Scorza. Scorza's basket is good off the alley-hoop layup. Alley-hoop putback. Trey Scorza with the basket. Athenians. A 14-point lead here. Here's Zimmerman out to Jones. Jones goes inside, and his basket is good. Here's Kellerman for three. Kellerman's three-point basket is off the iron. Here's Michael Reese over to Zimmerman. Michael Reese with the ball. Being guarded by Kellerman. Over back to Michael Reese. And it's picked off by Williamson. Here's Williamson, goes in for a layup. Williamson's basket is good. Karsten Williamson. Here are the Athenians with the press defense. And it'll be timeout. Timeout Tigers. Athenians off to a good start here.
Timeout.
Woodland Heights Christian Church. Tony Thomas, pastors, Sundays at 8:15 and 10:30. Located at 468 North Woodland Heights Drive on the east side of Crawfordsville. Woodland Heights Church. Timeout here. So last night, the start of the sectional 25, it was Greencastle defeated Benton Central. So Greencastle will play Friday, and they will play North Montgomery, who has a first-round bye. Winner of that game will play on Saturday in the championship game. They're going to be played here. We'll be here. Out of the timeout, it'll be Tigers basketball. It'll be Lucas Farrell inbounding it here. It's like he's inbound pass here to number 2, Carson Bertrand. Here's Bertrand. Down low to number 20, Lucas Farrell. And Farrell's fouled. He's going to go to the line and shoot too.
Personal foul on Crawfordsville's number 12, Trey Scorza. That's his third foul. First foul in the half.
Lucas Farrell at the line. Fouls on number 12, Trey Scorza. His third, first team foul of the second half. Number 11, Jarrett checking back in for the Tigers. Farrell. Second free throw's good. Lebanon trails 30-18 here with just 6 minutes left here in the third quarter. And Lebanon playing some press defense. Johnson Hall over to Kellerman. Kellerman passes it to Williamson. So Williamson's trying to get the offense set up. Here Scorza for 3. Scorza's three-point basket is in and out. Rebounded by number 22, Michael Reese. And it's Carson Bertrand with the ball. Bertrand goes inside. Thought about it. And here's Bertrand. Over to Michael Reese. Over to Kai Zimmerman. Good ball movement here by the Tigers. And the Athenians are press defense here. Not allowing any sort of penetration for the Tigers to get an open basket. Jaden Jarrett over to Zimmerman. Down low to Michael Reese, and he's fouled.
Personal foul on Crawfordsville's number 24, Cam Saunders. His second.
Fouls on number 24, Cam Saunders. That's his second. Michael Reese at the line. Orange Pizza now has 18 locations in Indiana, but the best is at 114 West Wabash Street in Crawfordsville. Orange is locally owned by Mike Grant, and they offer salads, subs, chili, and pizza. Stop in today for the best service by the best people, offering the best food. You can also order to take out by calling 765-362-2764. Also, please tell them Tony Thomas sent you, and top your order off with the world's best sweet tea. Artie's, Indiana's finest thin crust pizza. It's Michael Reese able to hit 1 of 2 from free throw. And here's Johnson Hall. Off the lob from Kellerman. Athenians with a 32-19 lead with 4:30 left here in the third quarter. Bertrand. Over to Zimmerman. Outside to number 20, Farrell. Lucas Farrell. Over to Zimmerman again. Here's Bertrand. Over to Farrell. Over to Jaden Jarrett. Zimmerman. And Jaden Jarrett's basket is knocked away by number 34, Johnson Hall. Number 32, Anthony Gonzalez checking back in for the Athenians. Bertrand. And inbound pass to number 20, Lucas Farrell. And it's knocked off the leg of number 32, Anthony Gonzalez. And here's Zimmerman. Over to Farrell. And the Athenians with some good on the ball pressure here. Here's Bertrand, takes a jumper, and his jumper is good. Johnson Hall with the rebound, but he's fouled.
Personal foul on Lebanon's number 20, Lucas Farrell, his second foul.
Fouls on number 20, Lucas Farrell. It's his second, team's first foul of the second half. It's number 33, Hunter Crew, checking back in for the Lebanon Tigers. Williamson inbound pass here to Johnson Hall. Johnson Hall swings it back over to Williamson. Williamson over to Johnson Hall. And it's Kellerman for three. Kellerman's three-point basket is good. Kellerman has been able to knock down the three-point shot tonight. And here's a three-point attempt here from number 20. That's going to be Farrell. And it's going to be no good. Williamson over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez layup is good. The Athenians with a 37-19 lead here with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left here in the third. And it's in and out of the hands. Here's Saunders. His basket is knocked away by number 20, Farrell.
Personal foul on Lebanon's number 20, Lucas Farrell. That's his third foul, 10 seconds.
And a timeout here.
Lebanon takes a 30-second.
Yeah, 30-second timeout here by the Lebanon Tigers. So Crawfordsville with a commanding lead here. They lead 37-19, and they have just been able to show that they are not going to give up. You know, they want to play for a sectional championship. They want to play on. As we have Mr. Tony Thomas, who's going to be joining us up here in the broadcast booth. He's making his way up here. Out of timeout. We got some time taken here from Coach Thomas. Out of timeout here. Saunders will be at the line. He'll shoot two.
Shooting 2 shots for the Athenians. Cam Saunders.
Be Cam Saunders at the line with 2 shots.
Yourself.
Mr. Thomas.
Oh my goodness. I didn't realize you were here all by yourself. Keep you company. We're in the quarter we in.
The third.
Just now for third quarter. Okay.
We're just going to get you caught up here. The Athenians have been playing really, they've been shooting the ball really well the first half, and defense has been really well, and they've been able to get some stops.
We've held them to 19 points through almost 3 quarters.
Yes.
Woo! See, I drove over here from the middle school, and not one time did I hear the score on the radio.
Really?
I heard lots of action, but I had no clue who was ahead. So we're up 38-19.
Yes.
Very good. All right.
And I have a. If you want to share this with me, here's our starters, and then on the other side you have Lebanon's.
Okay.
So
I'm trying. It's been a long time. We played Lebanon like in the first few games of the season. It seems like.
Yeah, and that was recapping that as the Athenians came out with a 2-point win there. So
a very, very close game.
Coleman, top basket in the foul.
This is the first time I've seen us play on our court in gold.
Yeah.
And I just now noticed Coach Pierce is missing his gold blazer, but we're still winning.
Crawfordsville's the
great move there by Kellerman.
Yeah. He's been able to shoot. He's been knocking down threes from beyond. He's been not be able to hit the threes from on the arc all night. So.
Okay. I heard on the radio that Jesse Johnson Hall just got his first field goal.
Yeah.
So we've got this big lead without our leading scorer hitting field goals. Has he got free throws?
Yeah, he's got some free throws.
Okay.
And
we're just gonna work the clock and run our offense and run some time. So who else has been playing well?
Yeah. So it's been Kellerman, Williamson. Scores has had a couple three-point baskets, and Gonzalez has been able to hit a couple.
Okay.
He came off the bench with a few threes. So
Scores is on the bench, so I'm going to guess it's either foul trouble.
Yeah, he has 3 fouls.
3 fouls. Okay.
He has 3 fouls.
All right, 41-19, 1:13 to go here in the third quarter. Good crowd tonight.
Yeah,
good crowd.
For sectional basketball here at Crawfordsville.
Somebody came over to Tuttle and said there was a really good crowd here tonight.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure.
As I mentioned earlier, Western Boone defeated Southmont, so they'll play the winner of this game. Here's
good pass out there.
Gonzalez 3-point basket off the back iron.
And you said Gonzalez has got a couple of.
He's got to go, but he had a couple threes coming off the bench. Yeah. Bertrand unable to connect with the layup, and here's Gonzalez. The blocking foul.
That was a long pass by Kellerman. It was a hair short, and Jesse Johnson Hall, all he could do was kind of like a volleyball tip, which he did.
Looks like the whole Crawfordsville bench, even Coach Pierce is calling for a shooting foul.
Yes.
Now
the ball went through.
Right. And keep in mind that I was telling everyone earlier that the charge and the blocking foul was one of the toughest judgment call.
Difficult.
Difficult.
Purely subjective. Yeah. And it always goes, I see it one way, the referees see it the other way.
Right.
Although I know all 3 of these referees, and have they done a good job tonight?
Yep.
Okay. Normally they do.
As far as I know.
Well, Jesse Johnson Hall is getting a lot of body contact. Great drive by Anthony Gonzalez. Count it. And let's see. There we go. 33 is Hunter Crew committed that foul. He's a freshman.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah. Lebanon, both Lebanon and Crawfordsville, they have young squads. Young squads on both sides, and
so Anthony Gonzalez is going to have a chance for the old-fashioned three-pointer. Is that Coach Bean there on the baseline?
Looks like it, yep. On the top deck there.
My bifocals haven't quite adjusted to the depth here.
Yeah, looks like it. Good old Coach Bean.
I like our gold uniforms.
Yeah.
Those are nice. Missed the free throw. Have we shot the free throws well tonight?
Yeah.
Okay. Is this the, I'm trying to look to see who that was.
Zimmerman goes inside. It's
great defense
by Johnson Hall.
Left-handed.
Side, he's fouled.
Whew. This game is physical.
Yeah.
Physical. Good defense by the Athenians down here. Have we played good defense the entire game?
Absolutely.
We held them to 19 points.
Yep.
So Carson Scott's on the court now.
Carson Scott played. He had some minutes earlier in the first half.
How'd he do?
He was 0 for 2 from three-point land.
Okay. Looks like Jake Decker's coming on the court.
Jake Decker.
Will Kellerman's going to take a seat. They're up by 24 points. 22 seconds to go here in the third quarter. I noticed when I walked in, one of the other teams was leading. That one's going to be a little short. I think Jesse's got a new haircut, though, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Man, I wish I could do that. It's just the opposite of my hair.
Got the size trimmed there a little bit.
All right. We got Cameron Saunders, Jesse Johnson Hall, Carson Scott, and
Bertrand.
Oh, I thought our defense did a nice job of collapsing.
Bertrand's going to get fouled as he drives inside.
I think, it's been pretty physical, part of the game that I've seen, and I think it's going to get even more physical because Lebanon's going to be playing for their lives. This is their last game for some of these seniors. So they've got 1, 2, 3 seniors in the lineup. Maybe not on the court, but suited up.
Zimmerman goes inside, and Zimmerman passes off to Grubbs on rebound, and it's walked away by
Jesse Johnson Hall. Great block. Jake Decker was ready. Cameron Saunders. Good ball movement by the Athenians. Long shot at the buzzer. Well, the score after 3 quarters is 43-19. How about that? Oh, we need to get some advertisements. You got that?
If you want to read a couple, you're more than welcome to.
Oh, the big one.
I read the Arnie's Pizza. I read that probably about 3 times because it has Tony Thomas in it.
Well, that's the gospel truth, let me tell you. You go into Arnie's, if you go into Arnie's and tell them you want the Tony Thomas special, if you got a cup, it's a 50-cent refill, but if you tell them Tony Thomas, it's only 25 cents. Well, without our advertisers, we would not be able to bring this game to you tonight. So, RT Insurance, Rob Williamson, Tim Conkleton, Blue Marketing, Amy Williamson, Arnie's Pizza, Rockport Church, Woodland Heights Christian Church. Appreciate everybody who has contributed to make this possible because it costs us $300 per game. That's one way for the state to make a little bit of money. And RT Insurance, that's Rob Williamson and Tim Conkleton, in business since 1877. Have you got life insurance yet?
I believe I do.
Okay. If you don't, let me give you a policy here. Have you ever seen Groundhog Day?
I don't think so.
Well, there's an insurance salesman in there, and he's always ready to sell a policy. So for all your insurance needs, whether it's life, health, home, auto, 362-4660, ask for Robert Tim.
We get ready for the 4th quarter of action here. The Athenians with a commanding lead here.
Oh, trap.
And the Athenians have been able, that trap has helped the Athenians a lot this season. They've been able to get points off turnovers from it, and it's
part of our offense.
Yeah.
Karsten Williamson was wide open for the 3, and I'm sure the coach wants them to run a little bit of clock.
Oh, a little slippery here.
I thought Williamson's going to come out of his shoes like that Duke player.
Zion Williamson.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And their stock fell $1 billion the next day.
Paul George, who's the makers of those shoes, the Paul George 3s,
yes.
I think that's what he was wearing. And Paul George is asking Nike what happened. He was like, how did my shoes?
Well, it wasn't just the seam. It wasn't the glue. I mean, that whole shoe disintegrated. Jesse Johnson Hall is at the line, by the way, while we're visiting with each other. Man, he's just getting manhandled out here. I'm sure part of their game plan was to
attack Johnson.
Yeah.
Johnson Hall.
That shot's a little bit off.
There's Bertrand over to Jaden Jarrett. Jaden Jarrett inside.
That's really nice. That's what I call a stop and pop. Hit that lane and elevated, because they've had some other opportunities to, and they try to take it all the way to the rim. He stopped and got the 2 points. That's the first time I've seen Lebanon score tonight.
Yeah.
We got 6:48 on the clock. It's 43-21 Athenians. We've got them doubled up. And we're running a little bit of clock off here. Trey Scores is back out there. Kelman penetrates into Jesse. No, it's Trey Scores went down. Whew. He didn't look very happy about that. Scores tried to make the lob pass at Jesse Johnson Hall.
I think when you're up by this much, I mean, they're trying to get a little bit fancy here, a little bit showboating. Jaden Jarrett.
Nice shot. That's a good-looking shot. The senior hits a 3-pointer. So his time on the court's going to be limited. 43-24. It's a 19-point lead. 6:02 on the clock. 4th quarter. Sectional 25. What was the score of the first game?
I got here kind of like the tail end of it. I don't recall.
Was it close?
I was.
Karsten Williamson.
It was close.
Within 10?
Within 10.
Okay. So Webo over Southmont?
Yes. Western will play the winner of this game if Crawfordsville can hold on, they'll play Crawfordsville.
We would play the second game Friday or the first game?
Should say it on the second game, on the front of the program there.
Friday. North Montgomery.
The second game.
So we would play the second game on Friday. North Montgomery will be playing Greencastle. Oh my goodness. Well, they're good.
Yeah.
I'm sure that North Montgomery's coach, I think I saw him walking out the door when I walked in. I'm sure he's had a week and a half, 2 weeks to think about this game. Did his first free throw go in, by the way? I was up here yapping away.
His first free throw missed.
So it's 44, I think it's 44. There we go, 44-24. And Anthony Gonzalez is going to take a seat. Cameron Saunders is back in the game. I think we've got our starters out there, don't we?
Yep.
Regular starters. Keeping the pressure on. I think it's a 5-second count. This Jarrett has a real nice shot. They can give him the ball.
Bergstrom versus Farrell. Farrell over the Reese.
They're running a little bit of offense. Taking a little time off the clock. I'm sure they don't want to take time off, but they're having a hard time getting a good shot. Back door. Good pass.
Bergstrom's basket's good.
Good pass and a good shot. He's a junior, so he'll be back next year. Oh, there's some contact. There's some contact, and Lucas Farrell. He got his money's worth. You know, there are some Terrells at Lebanon.
Yes.
And the one that I'm thinking of played for the Seattle Seahawks.
Craig Terrell.
Yes, and he's had nieces who have played for the girls' team. And I saw one at a middle school game here a week or so ago. She looks just the same, like she could step on the court and play.
They're good athletes. Good athletes.
First one's up, in and out. It's an 18-point lead. We've got 5:06 to go. We're in sectional 25. We're trying to advance to the semifinals on Friday night. Second shot's up and in. Is that Mr. Burton with glasses? Is he wearing glasses?
Yeah, he rarely wears them. I almost
good drive there.
On there. I rarely see Mr. Barton with glasses, and when I do, it's I don't know.
I've never seen him with glasses. Carson Williamson drawing a little more contact. Oh, he's going to get taken down. Taken down. Number 25.
Shoestring tackle.
Garrett Harker. I mean, that's
he's the quarterback for Lebanon. His brother Isaac Harker played at Indiana State. Indiana State University. He's a backup quarterback there.
Is that right? Number 25. They won't give any heights out here. So would be curious to know.
They just keep it generic on the sectional programs there. Which is okay.
Yep. My first year with girls, somebody said, "Hey, what's supposed to weight?" No, we don't do that.
Yeah.
There we go. Good looking stroke from the free throw line. It's a 19-point lead for the Athenians. We're in the fourth quarter. Under 5 minutes to go. Jesse Johnson Hall. Good pass. Of course, he's a quarterback. That's why it's a good pass. Good drive to the lane. Tell you what, he's had about 3 drives to the lane here in the last minute and a half. Looks pretty good. They're going to have there's some contact. Does he also play linebacker on defense?
Johnson Hall?
Number 25.
Harker.
Garrett Harker.
Not that I know of. I know because I did the PA for the PA announcer for football, and I said his name a lot during football season because he was the quarterback. So
I'll tell you what, Karsten he's getting some jacks on him.
Yeah.
It's 18-point lead again. We have no Athenians on the line. Coach knows that Williamson's going to put both of them in. Nothing to it. Nothing to it. Here come the Tigers. I was going to ask if you had seen Rick Mount here at the game tonight.
Rick Mount? I don't.
Three-pointer in the corner. Kai Zimmerman for the three-pointer. 16 points.
Glad you mentioned Mr. Rick Mount because, I work at Bill Estes in Lebanon, and he comes in there all the time. And when I first started there, so one of our salesmen were like, "Hey, he played for the he played in the NBA, and he played for Purdue. I said, really? Like, Rick Mount? And I've never heard of this guy. And they're like, look him up. And I said, no way, that's the Rick Mount. They're like, yeah, and you go outside of Lebanon there, right off the exit there. There's the highway. There's a part of the highway that's named after him.
That's right.
Rick Mount Highway.
When I was in junior high, they played UCLA in the Final Four, and I had never seen Rick Mount play. And UCLA did a real nice job of guarding him, but I could tell that kid, he could shoot. And I hear he still shoots 600 shots a day at the city park.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Good looking stroke, shooter's roll.
Playing basket from Big Jet.
It's a 14-point lead. 3:41 to go. This game's not over, folks. They're going to put us on the line. We've got to hit our free throws. That's all there is to it. Have you heard my Rick Mount autograph story?
I haven't.
Well, my daughter was in college in St. Louis, and Al Harden, who played at IU, friends with Rick Mount, got an autograph on a $5 bill, brought it to me to church. First shots up and in. He said, I want you to send this off to Abby. I looked at it and said, that looks like Rick Mount's signature. He said, it is. It's for Abby. Okay. So I mailed it to her. Week goes by, I don't even get a phone call. Second shot's up and in. So I finally called her and said, Ab, did you get my letter? Yeah. You get the $5 bill? Yeah. I said, what'd you think? She said, I went to Wendy's. I said,
time out here.
Time out. We got to do some ad. Anyway, she went to Wendy's with a Rick Mount autograph and spent it. That's how much she knew about Rick Mount. Hey, we're in the fourth quarter. We got some advertisers, and I want to tell you a little bit about Blue Marketing and A.B. Williamson. Blue Marketing is an advertising agency and a marketing consultant right here in Crawfordsville. And whether you're developing a comprehensive marketing campaign, a new company brand strategy, or working on a single project, Blue Marketing provides personal attention, absolute focus. So let Blue Marketing handle all of your advertising and marketing needs. Give Amy Williamson a call at 765-361-8844. Thank you to Blue Marketing and Amy Williamson for allowing us to bring this game to you. Good company. You know what they do? Among other things, some of those big signs you see with different people's picture up on the billboard, Blue Marketing. That's what you need to do to buy it and to sell some cars. Is it Bill Estes?
Bill Estes, yeah.
Say, hey, I got a question. Do you ever go buy Titus Donuts?
Yeah, actually, a couple of weeks ago, since with me being the youngest guy there, they told me that I had to buy donuts. So one day they were nagging me all week about, like, hey, when are you gonna buy us donuts? And bought them some Pershing donuts.
Yes.
Pershing donuts, and they were gone within 2 minutes.
Now, do you like the Pershings?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
One of my favorites.
Oh man, I've driven all the way there just for one donut. We're still applying some pressure. Head and shoulder fake. 2-point jump shot. That's number 22.
Michael Reese.
I got the wrong one up. Michael Reese, you got it. Going back to the free throw line. Are you shocked? Will Kellerman. Little head and shoulder fake, went baseline, got fouled. If the Athenians hit their free throws, we can take it to the bank. If we don't hit our free throws, could get tight here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kellerman dribbles 3 times. The senior, he's got ice water in his veins. Cool, calm, and collected. Second free throw. Nothing but net. 54-38. 3:12 on the clock. Little full court pressure. Just going to zigzag him a little bit. Oh, here we go. We're going to make him play. Nice job. Oh, there's a charge. You got to be kidding me.
It's a blocking foul.
Come on. See, I told you I always missed the charges. Kind of like when I played the Final Four, like on ESPN. I'm going to go with who I think is really going to win. Then I start to play, and I go with my favorites every year. The Athenians are up 54-38, and not a whole lot of time went off the clock because they broke full court pressure that time. Penetrated the lane, and the Lebanon's going to get a couple free throws. Is this Zimmerman at the line?
Yes.
Okay. First one's up and in. If he hits this, they'll trim the lead to 14 points. Albert Hendricks would love to have a miracle comeback right here. Second one's up and in. Coach Dave Pierce, you talk about a cool cucumber. He's not even sweating down there. Never let him see you sweat. Remember that commercial? I may have dated myself a little bit back. It was a great commercial. Can't get the ball in. There's Jesse Johnson Hall. Oh, he's smooth. Gonzalez could have taken a shot. The Athenians playing good basketball. Spread that court. There's a push by Jarrett. A little bit upset with the referee because he took an extra second to blow that whistle. So Trey Scorza goes to the line. Trey, a junior or senior?
He's a junior.
Good. He'll be back. The seniors were Gonzalez, Kellerman, and Saunders. Heinold and Decker. Okay. Those are 5 great kids right there.
Yes.
We're going to miss them. Going to miss them not only for their court presence, but just for them. They're really good kids. This has been a real fun team to watch this year. Both free throws are up and in.
On and off the court and in the classroom and in the community.
Good students, good community members. Jump shot, number 12. Jesse Johnson Hall, I thought he had that rebound. Number 12 is Aiden Newsom. He's a senior.
First time coming in for tonight. That's actually the first time we've actually said his name, yeah.
And Zimmerman's going to take a seat. Full court pressure. Trey Scorza got it. Turnover. The quarterback steals it. Takes it to the hole. The foul's going to be on Kirsten Williamson.
Lemon's not giving up. They still have a lot of fight left in.
14-point game. That is Karsten Burton. He looks like a pretty good player. Just a junior. Nice rotation on that shot, but it does not go down. So the Athenians have a 16-point lead, and assuming this goes through, it'll be a 15-point lead. Jesse Johnson Hall inbounds to Karsten Williamson. Here comes Jesse, the sophomore, 6'6", handling that basketball. Karsten Williamson could have taken it to the hoop. Wisely, he's taken seconds off the clock. Trey Scorza looking for a lane.
No need to take a shot unless they're going to foul you.
That's right. Here comes a foul. Number 12 is Aiden Newsom. Here comes Zimmerman back. You know what? I think Zimmerman, he must have some fouls because coach is going offense-defense. Kirsten Williamson going to the line. I don't have his statistics right in front of me. I'm guessing he's a pretty good free throw shooter. As soon as I say it.
Jinx him.
Karsten, how can you do that to me? Here I am paying you a big compliment. Second one's up. Missed them both. I always said you missed 2 free throws, that's a turnover.
Just under 2 minutes left here. About 2 minutes left here in the
Zimmerman
game.
Good shot. Wow. Quick timeout. I think that Coach Hendricks looked at the referee and said, "Oh, I've got full." He must have used his 30s. Score is 56-13, 13 points. This is the closest the game has been since I've been here anyway. Yeah. Back to the advertisements. How about a little bit of Arnie's Pizza?
Yeah, let's hear it.
You like pizza?
I love pizza.
Me too. Arnie's Pizza now has Indiana locations. There's only one we're concerned about. That's right here in town at 114 West Wabash Street, right across from Burkhart Funeral Home. It's locally owned. Mike and Terry Grant are the owners. They are great people. Steve Kentner's going to be the new owner. He's in the process of making that purchase. You can get a good salad and eat healthy, or you can really enjoy yourself with a sub, some chili, some pizza. So stop in today for the best service by the best people, offering the best food. You can also order takeout. Call 765-362-2764. And if you ask for a sweet tea and you got a cup on you, you can get her for a quarter. A mere quarter. $0.25. Best sweet tea in the world. I've been all over. I've been in 47 countries. Did you know that?
Really?
I've been around the world 3 times. I've been to England where they serve tea and Australia where they serve tea. but the best sweet teas at Arnie's.
Now, so if I went there tonight with a cup,
yes, I've got one in my truck.
And said, hey, Tony Thomas special. They'll let me get it for 25 cents.
25 cents.
25 cents.
I'm going there on the way home, to be honest with you.
They have some really good salads, and pizza, everything, but I really love their salads whenever I go there.
I had a chicken bacon ranch sandwich today.
Oh, man.
Wow, a half. Will Kelman all the way down the lane. He got pushed. Lebanon was looking for that foul. The refs just let her go. I'll take 2 more points, said Will. Baseline, kicks it out.
Bertrand.
Oh, good move.
Inside.
Ooh, a little dipsy doodle. Jesse Johnson Hall handling that ball. There's a reach in by Bertrand.
Crawfordsville fans are
they're wanting something, but honestly, it's just a good hard foul. And all Jesse has to do, make the free throws, get us up to 60, and could take it out to a 17-point lead. There's 1:38 on the clock. First shot's up. Oh, we missed 3 free throws in a row. Better shake her out. You know, the other night, I forget who we were playing, but we hit, I think it was 25 of 28 free throws.
Covington.
Is that who it was? Yep. Oh, we missed them both. Man, we're our last 4. Here's Bertrand. He's looking. Jarrett.
Jaden Jarrett.
Good drive. Couldn't finish. Scores it, gets the rebound. The junior will be headed to the free throw line. He's got a good-looking haircut, too. It's 58-43, 15-point lead. There's no quit in Lebanon. Zimmerman is back on the court. I didn't see who came out. Maybe he was just talking to coach. Trey Scorza, who, oh my goodness, that's 5 in a row we've missed. Coach Pierce is not going to be happy with this. It's been a while since we have not shot our free throws well.
Right. Score's able to hit the 1 of 2 from free throw lane, and it's Zimmerman. That's Johnson.
Good strong drive.
And this is what I will say about Jesse Johnson Hall. Any team that Crawfordsville plays, I guarantee you the opposing team is watching film, and when they watch film, they point at number 34.
Absolutely.
They point out number 34, and they say, okay, here's how we're going to guard him. And the other night against Covington, he had, 32 points?
Yes.
So
they didn't get him.
I mean, it's he's 6'6". He's the tallest guy on the court.
and he's smooth as silk. And as far as I know, he's only got 1 hoop. I don't know how many free throws he's gotten. But he has found a way to contribute, a lot of different ways, besides rebounding, defense, breaking the press. He does a really good job. This is a special team in a lot of ways.
Absolutely.
Williamson in the Scorza. There's the junior. He stripped, 3-pointers going up. Good shot. It's going to be 59-49, 10-point game with 107. The reason this game's close is because we've missed 5 free throws. And that's just recently. We just haven't done the job here in the 4th quarter hitting all of our free throws. So we made it close. And there's, minute 7 in the NBA, that's forever. I know in high school it's a little bit longer, but it comes right down to it. You got to hit your free throws. Hey, we want to thank our advertisers tonight because they're making this game possible. RT Insurance, that's Rob Williamson, Tim Conkleton. Blue Marketing, Amy Williamson. Arnie's Pizza, Mike and Terry Grant, Steve Kentner, Rock Point Church, Terry Thompson, pastor, good friend, Woodland High Christian Church. Thank all those fine businesses and churches for making it possible to bring this game to you. You know, for the guys who play, this is a chance. Their game's always going to be on YouTube. I don't know how long those things stay there in perpetuity.
They stay there for a while.
Long time, and they can go home and download it.
And listen, and
they have excellent commentary.
Yeah, best commentary around.
By the way, have we mentioned Justin Duggar handling all the graphics?
Justin Duggar and
Coach Rhett Welliver handling the camera tonight. We missed you last week.
Back pass here.
Jesse Johnson Hall saves it. He's fouled. That's number 24 is Reese Jones. He's a freshman. That's his first foul.
Jesse Johnson Hall at the line.
Justin Duggar's running everything here. He's got 2 computers up. He's working all the graphics.
Coach Love is helping us out with the cameras. Done a great job all season with that. These guys.
Hey, free throw went in.
These guys have done a great job.
They always do a good job. You know, it's a lot of fun bringing the games to our fans, and especially for the kids. Be able to go home and watch and see themselves. That one's going to be a little short. Jesse, that's his second air ball tonight. Not happy with himself. You know, he stands 6'6", but with that haircut, he could go for about 6'8", 6'9".
Probably.
Actually, you know, he reminds me, hey, Coach Welliver, who's the kid from North Carolina, left-hander, go back about 30 years, he played for the Lakers. No, for North Carolina, 6'9". Sam Perkins. He played for the Pacers for a while, didn't he? I was thinking Jesse looks a little bit like Sam Perkins from here. Sam Perkins was smooth. That's going back to the Jordan era. Hey, by the way, it's 60-49. Just in case you're interested, we're in sectional 25.
Exactly 60 seconds left here.
60 seconds and a 10-point lead.
The winner of this game will take on the Western Bend Stars in the second game Friday.
He hits this free throw. We've cut the lead down to 9. Another free throw. It's a 9-point game. Plenty of time on the clock. Will Kellerman, he got fouled. So we
hit the free throw.
We took 1.7 seconds off the clock. So you wonder, how are we catching up? You don't hit your free throws. You can make quick fouls. You convert on the offensive end. I mean, when I walked in here, Lebanon had 19 points. So they've scored 32 points in a quarter and a half. Woo!
Wow.
Will Cullivan's first free throw. Now I'm wondering, who's the best free throw shooter in the Kellerman family? Sister, brother, or dad? Or maybe mom?
That's tough. I couldn't tell you for sure.
I don't know myself. I need to find out. I know that Will's grandma down in Florida is watching the game tonight on the computer. So hi to Becky Gerald. It's an 11-point game. Coming down the lane. Out of bounds. Lebanon, Jesse Johnson Hall stepped over. Changed the direction of the shot. We got our foulers on the court now, because you know they're going to foul. We still have, we got 51.4 seconds on the clock. They're doing a really good job managing time. 5-second count or timeout. Coach Pierce calls a timeout. And is it a full 30-second timeout?
Second timeout here.
It'll give me a chance to talk real quick about Arnie's. I can tell you about 3 or 4 things I really like. Have you had, first, if you like thin crust pizza.
Yes.
Awesome. Just awesome. And, of course, I love the bacon pizza. I love the chicken bacon ranch sandwich. I like the ham and cheese sandwich. They've got a dessert. It is called a Snickers cheesecake.
Really?
Comes in 18 slices. It has 14,000 calories. 14,000. When we used to have girls, high school girls, to the house for a taco night and an Arnie's Snickers cheesecake. Oh, you got to have a slice. You have a special order to get it. I think it costs like $45. Yeah, for the cake.
Well, it sounds like it's worth it.
It is. I'm going to buy it for the 8th grade team here in 2 weeks. Can hardly wait. Will Cummins long. Gonzalez, he gets fouled. So Anthony Gonzalez is in the game. I've noticed we haven't seen Cameron Saunders much this quarter. How did Cameron do tonight?
Excuse me. He's got early in the game, he was able to hit some, he had a few baskets here and there.
Okay.
But other than that, defensively, he was playing really aggressive.
Good rebounds?
Good rebounds, yep.
I think he's one of our most unselfish players.
Yes.
12-point lead with 50.6 seconds on the clock. Anthony Gonzalez is going to get a second look. Make that a 13-point lead. 64-51. Lebanon has done a real split the defense again. Going right to the, there's going to be a foul on Jesse Johnson Hall.
And the Crawfordsville crowd.
It was a good call. I know our fans don't like it, but the truth of the matter is Jesse had the lean. He split the defense out front, took it straight to the hoop. And Jesse Johnson Hall, if he could have taken a step up and met him right about that yellow line, but he was leaning. And I hate to tell you, it was a good call.
Yeah.
You know, if I'd been paying attention, I could have seen the replay right here on Justin's computer. I got to remember that next game. Next game, by the way, is going to be Friday night. We're going to have the second game of the doubleheader, and the first game is going to be Greencastle.
North Montgomery.
North Montgomery. Greencastle comes in, highest-rated team in our sectional. Well coached. They've got some good players. They've got a sophomore guard who can just shoot the lights out. But they're more than a one-man team. They do a real nice job. I know Coach Pierce will have us ready to roll.
Yes.
This Bertrand at the line.
Yep.
That free throw's a little short. Offensive rebound. Zimmerman goes up. Offensive rebound. Quarterback throws it off of Anthony Gonzalez's leg. I wonder what grade. Parker's just a sophomore, and he's their quarterback. Wow. I'm impressed. So Lebanon's going to inbounds the ball. 38.9 seconds to go. Bounce pass. Zimmerman. Good pass. Good shot. Giving that ball. We're taking our time getting the ball. Jesse Johnson Hall has it. He's fouled immediately by number 12, Aiden Newsom. He's a senior. So Jesse Johnson Hall is going to the line. This fourth quarter is taking an eternity.
Yeah.
If you called Arnie's right now and ordered a pizza,
pizza will be done.
You'd have to tell him to put it on hold. Let's see how long we can stretch these 25 seconds out. Jesse Johnson Hall has made it an adventure at the line tonight. That one is up and in. Cameron Saunders is going to come back into the game. Our quarterback, Carson Williamson, he's going to take a seat. Jesse Johnson Hall is going to get another free throw. It's an 11-point lead for the Athenians. 12-point lead for the Athenians.
Like Jake Decker's checking back in for a
Jake
second time
Decker
tonight.
coming in for Trey Scorza. Hey, here we go. Anthony Gonzalez.
See how long this 20 seconds takes us.
Three-pointer. Little short. Cameron Saunders got the rebound. Jake Decker, wide open. Got two. So the senior has two sectional points. This should do it. This long three-pointer. Zimmerman puts up a three-pointer. That's it. 68-54. It's been our pleasure to bring you this game tonight. We are not going to have an after-game interview. We don't have any statistics to share with you. I will say thank you to RT Insurance, Blue Marketing, Arnie's Pizza, Rock Point Church, Woodland Heights Christian Church. You've been here for all four quarters. Yeah. I've been here for a quarter and a half. Coach Weller's probably going to deduct my pay. We will plan to be on the air somewhere. What time did the game start? Was it about 7:45?
Yeah, somewhere around 7:40.
Normally it's about 7:30, but being sectionals and everything, they're going to sweep the floor and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
But tune in on Friday night to YouTube. You can go to chs.k12.in.us. Get the web address. We'll look forward to seeing you again. So, for Justin Duggar, for Coach Rhett Welliver, it's been a lot of fun to bring you the game. Got anything you want to say before I say goodnight?
Yeah, we want to thank everyone for tuning in on YouTube Live, and we'll see you back here on Friday.
And we'll see you at Arnie's for a sweet tea. Awesome. See you on Friday night.
Thank you.